The point that is being made is you have brought in something which is in the interest of the farmers, right? The allegation is that this sense of service that you have towards the farmers has been done without consultation with farmers, without consultation with opposition parties, without consultation with your own allies, without sending it to a select committee and railroaded through in the Lok Sabha, and then eventually will be passed as a bill. Dr. Rajoria, if something is for the benefit of the people, don't you think that it would be wise to speak to those beneficiaries first?
Sanket ji, first of all, I want to explain through you that there was continued communication with everybody. You can go in the back. There were so many reports. Even Standing Committee of Agriculture in 2018 have recommended all the recommendations. Swaminathan reports have recommended all these things. So maximum recommendation and communication within all parties also was there. Even my friend of the Congress PCC chief of Punjab is saying that this is anti-farmer. I want to ask my friend Mr. Sunil Jakhar ji that if this is anti-farmer, then why you put all the matters and things which are here in bill in your manifesto in the assembly election as well as the
important point that has been asked. Let's quickly get a right to reply.
Same thing,
Yes.
Yeah, very important point that has been mentioned, and Mr. Jakhar, this has been mentioned by Harsimrat Kaur Badal in her interview also, which we are going to play in just a short moment. I was really keen to ask you, how can you have, see, you're being accused of having double standards. You're opposing it right now because it has come from the central government, whereas you proposed the same in your manifesto in 2017 in Punjab and 2019 in Delhi.
Just listen to me, Sanket ji, I explain it because I've been wanting to explain it, but nobody wants to listen to me.
We'll listen.
Ben Saab and Harsimrat Kaur ji should know better than this. Our mandis are regulated mandis. State has the right to regulate, supervise, monitor and tax. It is not a free for all, not that everybody walks in with a PAN card, buys at his own whims and fancies and runs away. The only difference is that this is a mandi developed privately, but it is regulated and controlled by the government. This is the difference in what they are doing now is they are not giving a level playing field. They are not allowing state to put taxes on it. State cannot regulate who is buying it, whether they are adhering to the conditions or to the requirements or the standards which are to be met. And on top of that, in mandis APMC, they are paying now 6.5% taxes. Whereas if you let them buy in an open mandi without any taxation, you are giving the trader a benefit of 6.5%. You are undoing the APMC. On the other hand, you are giving them undue advantage. Why can't they be on a level playing field?
So Mr. Jakhar has sent, so he has explained his point that what is the model that works in Punjab. Dr. Rajoria, let me quickly come back to you. See, one of the points that has been mentioned and the apprehension and the fear is that the MSP regime is going to go. And you seem to be saying and assuring that no, it will not go. It is going to stay. But the larger point is, why is this assurance not in letter? Why has this not been spelt out in the law itself?
No, Sanket ji, I think everybody should go through the law and bill. There is clear instruction in the bill that mandis will be there and all the rules and regulation of the state governments will be same. And it means, and MSP, Honorable Prime Minister have said that MSP will be there.
Can I just say that while on paper it may appear that APMCs and state government's regulation on APMCs can continue, in reality, you are creating two markets with two completely different sets of rules. And the first people to move out and do trading in the trade area, in the new trade area, and not in the mandis, will be existing traders and the agents, the commission agents, because they are most advantaged in doing so. They have liquidity, they have relationships with farmers, they have some infrastructure, they don't have to trade anymore in the APMC. So
this pushes the government system at a disadvantage.
The APMCs will just collapse.